What's up guys, today we're playing some Gruul Ponza in Pauper. So there's not too much to say about this list. This is a pretty tried and true list, focusing primarily on land destruction. There is a Gruul ramp deck that focuses more on creatures and less on land destruction, but today we're trying the land destruction package. We have our thermos and then we have our acid mosses. So 8 land destruction cards. We have a ramp with Utopia Sprawl, Wild Growth. So ideally we want to get that turn 1 Arbor Elf, put Utopia Sprawl or Wild Growth on a forest, and just kind of ramp out from there. If we can curve out with turn 2 Thermokarst into Acid Moss, that's usually lights out. For our top end, we have our usual Chrysalis, Avenging Hunter, Boarding Party, Generous Ent, and Annoyed Althazar. So this deck can have a lot of good top decks. Other times you might just get all ramp and no payoffs. But if you're able to curve out with this deck, it feels pretty unstoppable. For our sideboard, we have 3 Cast into Fire for artifacts, Breath Weapons for board wipes, Relics for graveyard decks, Weather the Storm for aggro decks, and Glamour for artifacts and enchantments. So that is Gruul Ponza in Pauper. I want to remind you guys that we are part of the MTG Creator Program, so I have lots of play points to give away to our subs. And if you're interested in becoming a YouTube channel member, you get access to cool perks like loyalty badges, cool emotes, and early access to videos like this one. So if you want to see more content like this and you want to win some play points, make sure to hit that subscribe button and let's get in the gameplay. All right, welcome to match 1 on the play. This hand doesn't have any ramp. Turn 3, turn 4, turn 5. We'll try it. On the play, we could always draw some type of ramp. We can play our tap lands out. We can slow them down like this, so I don't mind this hand too much. They play Vaulted Whispers into Vermin. All right, another land's not really what we want. Play Forest Go. But being on the play, I don't mind because we'll, like I said, slow them down. And if they want to make us discard, we have plenty to discard. Another Vault into Virus Beetle. Discard the Mountain. They get him for 1. Althazar, not the best draw. I'll just Thermokarst their land and just kind of curve out. Probably going to have to discard this, honestly. I play Darksteel. Kind of agree to keep with no ramp, but we're going to get there. They get in for 2. Finding lands. Destroy this land. Get the search. We're ramping. Next turn we can Hunter into Althazar. They do keep hitting their land drops, which you kind of hope that they brick on those. They're going to sack a blood token. Discarding Bauble. Get in for 2. Tendrils of Despair. Discard 2 cards. Alright, I guess we're discarding those 2. Draw land. This is fine, so we can empty our hand, so that way discard's not really a big deal. We can take initiative. Get another land. I guess we can't play that land, so if it's discarded, whatever. Now they have a target for removal, though. We're going to block, and it's fine if we discard this land. They know what's in our hand, so... Oh, wait. Oh, they didn't pay the black. I thought they were going to make us discard, but they know we have a land in hand, so probably not. Oh, that's brutal. Okay. Yeah, so they're sitting on removal. You can scry. Oh, bottom. That's a good one. Not the greatest, but it's a threat at least. Play another Virus Beetle. We have nothing to discard. I guess we did kind of keep them off lands, which is nice. I guess we'll stash. Generous Ent. Get him for 3. This is why Generous Ent's such a good card, because it can cycle, or we can just cast it late game. Make a food. Next turn we get to make a black skeleton. They do attack. Alright, we'll block, and if they want to tragic slip something, that's fine. Bone Picker. Flying Death Touch. That's pretty annoying. Do get the skeleton though, so that has menace. We draw an Arbor Elf. We'll just attack with this. If they want to just take it, they can. We have a lot of good top decks. Any big creature. And they scoop it up. Alright, I guess they miss their lands and just doing nothing. Alright, so for this matchup, we have... I think Breath Weapon's pretty solid. They have a lot of small creatures, a lot of annoying creatures. Take out 2 Thermo for 2 Breath Weapon. Could bring in Cast into Fire for their lands too. And I kind of like that. Cast into Fire hits their lands and creatures. Let's try that. Alright, so this is a ramp hand. We'll keep it. We'll try it. It's a little slow, but they're going to be making us discard, so I really don't want to have mulligan anyway. Citadel. Okay. A low CMC creature is really good. So we can cycle this. Alright, they just play Swamp Go. Another land. Play Repurposer. I'm assuming they have just removal in hand if they're not playing any creatures. But next turn we get to go land go and then hopefully draw something. Alright, they're playing something. Okay, Refurbished. Discard land. Draw another land. Get in for 3. It's a little awkward just because it's flying, so if we ever do get initiative. We also don't have red yet. Cast down. Okay. Love to get some red. Take it in for 2. I mean, I guess we're just going to cast Althazar. Another red card, but 5, 7. Cascade. Hopefully something good. They went to tap mana before the Cascade. Utopia Sprawl. We'll just put that there. Probably one of the worst hits. It does give us red, but pretty weak. I guess I'd rather that than an Arbor Elf. So now they're going to kill this. Oh, Village Rites. Okay. Yeah, you want to hit, like, a big creature here. Play land. Blood Fountain. Maybe they're, like, flooded now. They can cycle with blood tokens. Another familiar. Gonna pitch a land. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I don't mind discarding the land. They cycle Fanatical Offering. Let's just like go big here. Get another Cascade going. On something good. Okay, not bad. Repurposer. Get in for a bunch. Probably force a chump. Got a pretty big board. They have 5 cards in hand though. They play another land. Not short on lands. So if they sack a non-token creature, and then they're gonna sack that in response. Obviously, we're gonna sack Repurposer, get that value into another Refurbished Familiar, get rid of Monvali, another Althasar. I think they'll just like scoop to this, right? Come on, something good. Yeah, they just scooped to that. All right, let's see what we would have gotten. A generous Ant. Yeah, that would have been nuts. All right, welcome to match 2 on the play. Man, this hand's really close. We have turn 1 Arbor Elf. I'm gonna try it. It's super greedy. We're on the draw actually, so actually this is a little better as long as the elf. Okay, cool. Yeah, definitely greedy on the play. Not as greedy if we're on the draw. Hopefully elf lives and we can thermocast Putrid Goblin. So this is goblins. So I think I want to take them off black. Kill their swamp. Again, hoping to hit land drops. That's the only way we lose is if we miss on lands. They find a mountain into Oracle. Nice land. Eat their mountain. Get a red source. Losing the race a little here, but we're going to overwhelm them eventually. Another mountain. Hunter. So I don't want to do initiative yet. I want to try to get like a wall up because they can always just take it back. Next turn we can boarding party. They find the swamp. Goblin Matron. See what they find. Find Skirk Prospector. So they can get a lot of mana that way. Monvali Moss. I think we just kind of have to go all in, right? Let's untap, tap. All right, we overpaid a little bit, but it's okay. Another Acid Moss. Don't mind that. 5. Yeah, let's get in with everything. They play the Prospector. So they have access to a bunch of mana. Oh. Okay, so this is a combo that we could not have avoided. Oh, so they make unlimited mana. Okay. Faithless Looting. They just need a payoff, I guess. That's one thing that's weak against this deck is combo. Because we just have to kill quickly, but obviously we didn't do that. All right, they find a swamp. All right, so the combo is they find makeshift munitions, sacrifice goblin. Let's see if their list is anything special. We'll let them go until they find it, and then we can see. Yeah, we're just letting them go through their deck. Okay, there's makeshift. Okay, they got it. All right, so against goblin combo, I guess we want all the removal here. So we want to bring in all this removal. Probably take out a little bit of the top end and try that. It's another slowish hand. Could probably throw this back, but we have turn 1 Highland, turn 2 cast, kill their creature, kind of ramp into Thermokarst. I don't hate it, but obviously it could be a lot more explosive. I feel like you can't throw these hands back though. We can just eat their land too, which is huge. Let's do that. Slow them down. They play Pilfer. Oh, we do not draw a 3rd land. That's unfortunate. They get him for 1. Wild Growth. It's something. Not exactly what we want, but all right, we'll pass. Next time we have Thermokarst, they Village Rights. Now we're feeling a little behind. Definitely need to hit land drops. They're hitting all their land drops, so they have Matron, the Skirk. Slowly getting their combo together. We find another Wild Growth. Not really what we want, but let's play Repurposer out. Can't really afford to blow up their lands. They have the treasure anyway. Seems like they have plenty of land, so I think we're off the land destruction plan here. Another Matron to probably find Putrid. They do. Land, please? No. I guess we're just going to play Hunter to try to just get our lands. Get a forest. We'll attack. It's okay if they take initiative. We're probably dead this turn anyway. Let's see. I guess unless they don't have, what's it called? Yeah, they sack that. They take the initiative. They have 8 cards in hand. Looks like they're missing the teachings. Putrid Goblin. You know what? I guess we should have brought in, we'll do that for game 3. I don't know why we didn't bring in relics. Obviously with persist. Find a forest. Yeah, I don't know why we didn't bring in the relics. Cast boarding party. Cascade. Monvali. Hit a swamp. Hit a forest. Attack with all. They block here for the persist. They sack it. Yeah, they sack it. Take them to 9. We get the initiative back. We'll just forge on the trampler. All right, they have 1 turn. Do they have it? They've drawn a million cards. No, they have it. Yeah, Skirk Prospector. They don't have the Oracle, though. Not the Putrid Goblin. So unless they cast the Oracle now, no, they have it. All right, match 3 on the play. There's like no ramp here. Turn 1, turn 2, turn 3. I don't know. We'll try it. Again, it's hard to throw back these hands. Like, are we supposed to be mulliganing to the ramp, or like, are these good enough? They play a beachfront, so I'm probably going to want to thermocast that. Ponder. It's also hard to throw back when we have the land destruction to slow them down, kind of get them on even footing. Play an island to another ponder. We draw another forest, ether land. Yeah, we don't really want forest. We want ramp. We want like maybe more payoffs. Play another tap land into preordain. I mean, I guess lands aren't the worst. I mean, we're drawing them, so drawing like 4 lands in a row. Another preordain. They've gone ponder, ponder, preordain, preordain. All right, we'll just go land. I mean, we're gonna have a lot to ramp into next turn. Probably holding up counterspell. Would love for them to tap out. We do get the Cascade. They've gone quadruple cantrip, so I feel like their hand should be perfectly stacked. They've gone like top bottom every time. Yeah, they're just not doing anything. Do we just chill? Let's get in with Repurposer. I don't think they have anything at instant speed, so they're just gonna lose to this on the ground. Oh, high tide. Oh no, double high tide. Are we just dead? This deck does not do well against combo decks. All right, we'll just let them do their thing. We'll come back when they're done. All right, so they end up playing a bunch of familiars, and then we get Stream of Thought killed. So against high tide combo, we want relics. Kind of about it, right? We don't care about life gain. Probably board out these 3 for 3 relic and try that. Again, combo decks, we're just definitely want to try to dodge those. We will keep this. We have relic and Arbor Elf. We'll go forest, Arbor Elf. Can blow up their land turn 1. Just kidding. Probably just play relic and cycle Generosent then. Wild growth. Play land. Wild growth here. Play relic out. Cycle. I guess we want that red source. Attack for 1. You can keep this back and untap it with the keep relic up, but we should be fine. They get a plains island. They snap back Arbor Elf. That's fine. We still have a 3 mana play, so it doesn't really matter. Utopia Sprawl. So let's cast Arbor Elf. See if that even resolves. Okay, it does. Utopia Sprawl here. Name red. Play forest. Then pass. So obviously we're going to target the islands and not the plains for high tide. Oh, alright, they play an island and just pass. Assuming they have counterspells, we draw another Utopia Sprawl. Try to kill this. See if they just counterspell it. They ghostly flicker it. Okay. Do they have the counterspell? Okay, cool. I was really hoping they didn't have like everything. That'd be really unfortunate. We have no cards in hand though. They have 5 cards in hand. The relic's probably the only thing keeping us alive. We need some payoffs. That's not a payoff. Get them for 1. Just pass the turn. And they play Mystic, which is really good against our relic. And we're just flooding. It'd be like that sometimes. Cast High Tide. They cast Lorien Reveal, draw a bunch of cards. Get them for 1. Avenging Hunter. Not bad. Kind of sucks because they can take the initiative. Other flyers. Just go to forest. Play forest. But we have to play it out. We can't just like sit on it. Get in with the birds. They get initiative. Definitely going to scry. Ponder. Into another Mystic. Yeah, the game's slowly slipping away. I think we just have to crack Relic. This is just their sideboard plan. Bring in a set of these. Crack Relic. Draw another land. Yeah, we just flooded out way too hard. I'll attack with Avenging Hunter. Can't imagine they could like quad block. Let's scry. You know what? We didn't scry. Oops. Yeah, I meant to scry there. I don't think it's going to matter though. They play Sunscape. Now they can just pop off because there's no Relic. Null Drifter. Take like one more draw step. Yeah, they attack with all the birds. They put counters on here for a nice big blocker. They snap that back. Yeah. Not beating combo decks, man. Not with this deck. All right, match 4. Let's hope it's not another combo deck. And we'll keep this hand. All right, they just go Slagwood's Bridge. Go Forest, Arbor Elf. Hopefully Arbor Elf lives. Landscape into Wellspring. Avenging Hunter. Man, I'd love to kill this while it's tapped. We cannot, though. We'll just go Repurposer. Pass the turn. We need some red mana. We can get that with Generous Hint. They just go Forest Pass as a Forest. I guess we're just going to go Hunter. All right, play out Hunter. Get the initiative. All right, they go get a Swamp. We take the initiative. Go get the Mountain. Get them for 3. Can at least kill the Swamp. Take them off black. All right, they sacrifice Wellspring. And that's why we want to take them off black, because that's all their sack spells. But if they're doing that main phase, they must be looking for a land or something. Find a mountain into Limbus. They keep it on top. The initiative. We're going to forge ahead. Get as much damage in as possible. Let's just eat their swamp. Go to forest. Attack with all. Put them to 6. Make things awkward for them with their mana. Quarkland Shaman. Explore. They found a Gav Blast, so they can kill just Elf, and they scoop it up. Alright, so against Affinity, we want Cast into Fire, we want the Glamours. Take out probably the Mon Volley, and I feel like I'll just shave a little bit of the top end. We do kind of turn into a control deck against the Affinity decks. This is a great hand, we'll keep this. We have turn 1 Arbor Elf, turn 2, can't kill this. We can Glamour it though. Hopefully they don't have a Galv Blast. Mountain, Ichor Wellspring, okay. Another Glamour. Eat the Mountain. They find a Landscape. Glad we're making our land drops. Makes things a lot easier for us. Play Arbor Elf. Untap. We should have actually, instead of playing the land, we should have just played the tap land here. So now we can't play Chrysalis. But the only reason to do that is to glamour the bridge. All right, so they get a swamp. We get rid of their land. Oh, they're stuck on lands. I guess this is fine because we can untap it with the Arbor Elf, so it's not the biggest deal. Okay, and they just concede. Clearly this deck is good against Affinity and terrible against combo, which makes sense, right? All right, welcome to the final match on the draw. We have a forest, we have Utopia Sprawls. Because we're on the draw, I'm going to keep it. If we're on the play, I'd throw this back. Most likely, I think. You know, we've been kind of keeping sketchy hands, but again, it's close. Double Utopia Sprawl, double Utopia Sprawl. No Arbor Elf, though. Oh, they go Forest, Arbor Elf. Looks like we have a mirror. They're on the play with an Arbor Elf, so if they just blow up our land, we just scoop. They cycle. Yeah, this is just a mirror. It's going to be pretty boring. We missed our land drop. Going all in on our land, and we're going to get so punished. Let's see. Do they have it? Utopia Sprawl. So they have access to 4 mana. Yeah, all right. They got us. Pretty easy. All right, so in the mirror, I think we want... I mean, Cast into Fire kills their Arbor Elves, but that's about it. I think we just run it back, honestly. All right, we're on the play with an Arbor Elf. We're going to keep it. Forest, Arbor Elf. They just go Forest, go. Do not draw a land. So unfortunately, we're going to get pretty screwed here. We can eat their land next turn, though. They cycle. Like, there's no way they're getting 3 mana to kill this, so hopefully we can just maybe keep them off stuff if they try to... There we go. Okay, that's fine. Oh, they separate it, which is obviously smart. Draw another Arbor Elf. Untap, tap. Eat that forest. Get that. Play Arbor Elf. So unfortunately, they can still wreck us just because we've got stuck on lands again. Draw on lands at least. 3. We don't even have enough. I thought we had enough. That sucks. All right, I messed that up then. Damn. Let's see if they have another land destruction. They have access to 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. Yeah. All right, they got us. Just did not work out here. All right, so that was Gruul Ponza and Pauper. Not too much to say about this league. We beat the decks that we're supposed to beat, other than the mirror, which is just kind of like a toss-up. And then we lost 2 fast matches to combo decks. I think this deck can beat combo decks if we get enough land destruction. They don't just have it every time, and we're able to get a pretty quick clock. But in this league, that did not happen. Overall, I'd say this is a pretty strong deck. It can fold the combo pretty quickly, but it's really good at playing the fair game. But that'll do it for me. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more Pauper content like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you next time. Peace.